It's 4th of July weekend, and we are set for a thrilling battle of will and guts as Dave Hokanson and Ryan Piccolo gather at Castle Country Radio for the Great Movie Theater Eat-Off. Hello, everyone. I'm Jordan Buscaretti alongside Travis Anderson as we are getting set to watch our two movie connoisseurs eat their way into movie history. Travis, this is a battle unlike anything we've seen before. And now, I'll let you explain the rules.
Yeah, we've never seen anything like this. So, Dave and Ryan, and they're preparing now. They're going to eat 5 items. We've got popcorn, we've got pretzels, pop, we've got nachos, and Sour Patch Kids. So, they got to finish these 5 items. There's no time limit. Once each item is finished, they can move on. They can combine these items. Aiden, our referee, will signal once the item is finished.
Now, this Great Movie Theater Eat-Off is sponsored by Plan Z Diet. This is the last binge for Dave and Ryan. These two spent a ton of time inside the movie theater, and so today they're bringing the theater to Castle Country Radio. In fact, let's bring in today's official, Aiden Mortensen. Aiden, we just went over the rules. Obviously, in order to win, you've got to finish all 5 items. What are you looking for in this competition?
There's a few categories we're looking for based on the handbook. We need to make sure for competency, completeness of the eating, as well as a majority of other factors. But mainly, we want to make sure there's no kernels left on the ground or on the table. All those kernels need to be ingested before we give them the okay.
This should definitely be a thrilling environment and a thrilling event. Let's go inside the studios and watch Dave and Ryan get ready to eat.
Hey, Dave and Ryan here, and this is part of, we're going to start the Plan Z diet. And the first 2 days of the Plan Z diet are binging, so you can eat whatever you want. This is going to be part of our binge, and we thought, what better way to make this happen than to do a concessions,
movie theater
concessions binge and an eating contest. So, popcorn, nachos, pretzels, Sour Patch Kids, and a large drink. Okay? Whoever finishes first gets to pick a movie that the loser is going to have to watch and do a review of on the show. That sound fair?
Sounds fair.
All right, so we want to take a moment really and thank Plan Z Diet and Zola. She is our new sponsor for Dave and Ryan's movie review, and we will be kind of sharing our progress with you. So all that's left now is to just get going.
Let's do it.
And now we'll take a look at the tail of the tape. On the left, Ryan Piccolo. Favorite snack, Reese's Fast Break. He enters at the age of 40, and his favorite movie, it's a French action comedy, Wasabi. On the right side, Big Dave Hokanson, the betting favorite, entering tonight's competition. His favorite snack is anything sour. He's 12 years older than Ryan. We'll see if that plays a factor in tonight's competition. And his favorite movie, The Dark Knight, starring Christian Bale and Heath Ledger. Let's get set to go. The Great Movie Eat-Off, brought to you by the Plan Z Diet.
All right, gentlemen. Are you ready?
No.
Yes.
On the count of 3, you will go. 1, 2, 3.
And they're off. And Travis, immediately, Dave goes for the pretzel, Ryan goes for the nachos. I talked to Dave earlier, and he said that the pretzel would be the last thing he would attack, as he thought it would expand. Interesting. He changes up that tactic. He tries to go pretzel right out of the gate.
I think you have to go pretzel to start because the pretzel's been sitting on that table. It's been sitting in the container for a little bit. It's hardened up. It's going to expand in the stomach. You need to get rid of the pretzel first.
Well, Ryan finally goes to the pretzel. So Ryan went nachos, popcorn, now pretzel. He's already gone to the beverage. Neither one of these two have attacked the Sour Patch Kids yet. But Dave is solely focused on getting that pretzel. And as you were telling me before the competition started, Dave entered this with a lot of confidence.
He did. Dave's confident going in that he's going to beat Ryan. He also said once he gets to the popcorn, he's going to sprinkle the Sour Patch Kids in there.
That sounds disgusting. But then again, this whole competition, it's fairly disgusting. In comparison to the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, what's more challenging? Focusing on one hot dog or going pretzel, nachos, popcorn, soda, and Sour Patch Kid?
I think bouncing around with the 5 different items on the table is a little bit more difficult.
Now, no one has gone Sour Patch Kid just yet. Ryan trying to communicate with Dave. Dave is focused. He's trying to get through the pretzel. Do you think once Dave gets his pretzel, he can start rolling? Because Ryan is ahead of Dave right now. He has to be because he's attacked all 4 out of the 5 items.
Yeah, referee Aiden better be careful. He got a little too close to the bear cave, and the bear wasn't happy with Aiden over by the cave.
Now, the bear, Ryan, is dropping popcorn kernels on the table. That's why Aiden is there. If a popcorn kernel hits the table, you have to pick it up and eat it. Every single ounce of food has to be consumed. Ryan right now with the nacho cheese fingers. I think it's difficult to pick up the popcorn as Dave is just about finished with the pretzel. Dave's taking a sweet time. We're 2 minutes into this competition. He hasn't touched the Sour Patch Kids. He hasn't touched the nachos or the popcorn. It's just all pretzel for him.
Double fisting, Ryan. Got nacho in one, pretzel in the other. Dave's struggling with the pretzel right now.
Well, you called it. It's hardened up a little bit, right? It's been sitting there for a few minutes.
Yeah, and it's expanding in the stomach, and it's just going to take time to get that thing down. It's a little bit hard, and it's a little bit more difficult to chew and get down.
Now, all the food that is on the table came from the King Cole Theater. These two went down there. They got their items beforehand. They put them in a big box. And as they were walking off, people standing in line, you were there, I was there. They were borderline disgusted in what these two planned on doing with the food.
Yeah, they were a little bit grossed out with the amount of food in this big container that they carried it out in.
All right, Dave has finished the pretzel, and now he's off for the nachos. Dave is going one food item at a time, and Ryan is bouncing all the way around. I'm curious to see if that slows Ryan down. Maybe it's a mental thing for Dave. Boy, he's going 2-3 nachos at one time. Look at that, stuffing his face with multiple nachos, and he's still dipping them in cheese. He wants more nacho cheese.
Got to get the cheese on there. Ryan took a drink to get some, liquid down into the throat to slide those nachos down with.
I believe both are drinking diet soda. I believe that was the beverage of choice.
Yeah, both got diet.
Now, both had to agree on the candy. They both elected to go Sour Patch Kids. I wanted to see dots.
Yeah, you and I wanted dots.
They stay away from dots. Dave also said, in no way, shape, or form are we doing a candy bar. But look at Dave. He's trying to catch up to Ryan. Ryan taking his time. Dave is going 2 to 3 nachos. And you can see both now covered in the beard with nacho cheese as a little bit falls off. And then nacho cheese dropping is okay. The chips cannot drop, and that's what Aiden is back there. He's looking with intent right now.
Yeah, lead for Ryan right now still.
You think he can keep up this pace?
It looks like it. Again, Aiden, you got to get away from the bear. He's not happy.
Yeah, Ryan barking once again at Aiden. We're 4 minutes into this competition. Dave has the pretzel. Ryan also has the pretzel, and Ryan is ahead of Dave. He's about set to close out the nachos. Dave has some ground to make up. Also important to note that Dave has not touched the popcorn, and Ryan, he's got to get a little bit of a drink. How much of the beverage do you save?
The nachos at
you got to save some beverage in there. The beverage is going to make you full, though. Looks like the nachos for Ryan. He's finished. Now he's onto the popcorn, and Ryan hates popcorn. This is where Dave can make a move.
Yeah, Ryan said this was going to be difficult. There's salt. There is no butter on Ryan's popcorn. He just dropped a kernel once again. It fell onto the ground. We'll see if Aiden makes him pick it up. Dave's still working on the nachos. I'm a little bit surprised that Dave... Well, see, there he goes. He picked up the kernel. I'm a little bit surprised that Dave isn't moving with more speed. Maybe he's trying to pull the old rope-a-dope, wear his opponent out. As Ryan starts to fade, Dave's going to pick up the pace. He's got to do it soon because the only thing left on that table for Ryan, it's the Sour Patch Kids, the popcorn, and the soda. Dave only has the pretzel done. And Travis, we're over 5 minutes into the competition.
Yeah, Dave hoping Ryan slows down a little bit, maybe takes a little bit of a breather where he can catch up. We did sample the popcorn. It is salty.
It's salty. And there is butter on Dave's. I know that. Dave right now still taking his time. Loves the nacho cheese. He was willing to drink the nacho cheese. He said that he had no problem with it. Ryan taking a little drink of his beverage once again, hoping that the popcorn kernels will just float down his throat. This is tough for Ryan. You can tell he's struggling here.
Ryan is starting to wear down a little bit. His hands are filled with cheese. The popcorn's going to stick to the fingers a little bit. But the happy dance right there, so maybe he's feeling a little bit confident. Dave, finally with the nachos finished, yes.
Yeah, you got the nachos done as Ryan gives a little Kobayashi shake. Ryan making sure that those nachos are finished off. Dave's got to devour a whole small popcorn before Ryan. Now, you called it. Dave was going to use an interesting tactic with his candy.
Yeah, he's going to sprinkle the Sour Patch Kids in there so you're eating both items at once, but it looks like he's not going to go with that right now. He did drop a popcorn.
Yeah, Aiden calls it out, so Dave's going to put the popcorn in his mouth, Then he's going to have to dip down and grab the one piece of popcorn that's on the ground. Ryan still moving with consistent speed. I think that's what's been most impressive for me throughout as Ryan laughs. Ryan has been able to keep a really consistent pace eating throughout this competition.
Yeah, Ryan's pace, his speed has been consistent the whole time. That's gave him the edge where, Dave he's a little bit struggled with the pretzel. The pretzel got to Dave and slowed him up.
It did right out of the gate. Now, I know Dave loves popcorn, and I know Dave loves soda. Dave, however, has got to pick up the pace. He's playing from behind right now.
Yeah, who doesn't love soda, though?
I would probably enjoy soda if it doesn't come with a pretzel and nachos and popcorn and Sour Patch Kids, which Dave has not touched yet. He has not touched his Sour Patch Kids, and nope, he's going to go for the soda.
Yeah, usually when they go to the movies that they do for their show, all Ryan gets is a soda.
That's right. Dave, he'll go with the popcorn and the soda. Every now and then I think he grabs a candy. I've seen Dave eat Mike and Ike's. I don't think I've ever seen Dave sit at his desk and eat Sour Patch Kids. Now he's starting to pick it up a little bit, continues to drop popcorn, and that is key as well. Every time Dave gets in a rhythm, he drops a popcorn kernel, throws him out of rhythm.
Yeah, the Sour Patch Kids was an interesting choice to both agree on. I probably would have went somewhere different than the Sour Patch Kids.
Ryan right now telling Aiden, look, Dave is dropping popcorn. I think he's playing mind games right now with Dave. Dave's still not moving with a bunch of speed. Maybe he thinks Steady does it. Still waiting for the Sour Patch Kids to come. Can you down the Sour Patch Kids in one sitting? Can you just open them up and pour them in your mouth? I know you like Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, I think the Sour Patch Kids, you can open the bag and put them all in your mouth and chew those things up maybe in 3 chews.
I think at this point, best case scenario for Dave is to get in a sipping contest, right? Get done with the popcorn, move on to the Diet Coke. I know that Dave can definitely drink soda. Dave is sitting down. That's the first sign of wear and tear, stamina becoming a factor.
The first sign of weakness in this match goes to Dave sitting down. Ryan still up, still going strong.
Dave sits down at about the 8.5-minute mark. I wonder what he has left in the tank. He pulls out the soda. Chug, chug, chug. Ryan on the flip side, he's not reaching in for the popcorn anymore. Maybe the nacho cheese fingers have prevented him from getting a steady dose of popcorn. He's just going to drink it.
Yeah, Ryan a little bit taunt. I think he was blowing kisses at Aiden, our referee.
I think Ryan feels pretty good right now. Dave laboring just a bit. Dave keeps looking over. I don't think that Ryan has really paid much attention to what Dave has on his table. But Dave right now laboring a little bit. I saw a hiccup, Travis.
The salt, the soda, all that's starting to get to Dave a little bit with the hiccup. The salt playing a factor.
I think so. Salt and the butter. Big Dave doing everything he can to get back in a race that has been fairly dominated by Ryan since the beginning. Ryan dropped a popcorn kernel. He picks it up. Aiden on the spot. And now Dave is going to the Sour Patch Kids. This could be the game changer. I don't know what's left in the popcorn bucket, but Dave just put the entire bag of Sour Patch Kids in the bucket. He's now attacking 2 items at one time. We saw Ryan do this early, but now Dave trying to match and get back into it. If he can finish that bucket and the Sour Patch Kids before Ryan, he's back in this.
I think I opened the bag. I would probably pour some of the Sour Patch Kids out of the bag in my mouth, then grab some popcorn, then maybe put the rest in the bucket. We'll see if this pays off for Dave.
And Aiden just calls out the 10-minute mark. Dave trying to play catch-up. Ryan now shaking his head, but Ryan shows no signs of slowing. He entered this contest a 2-1 underdog, pulled by the office. The majority thought this would be Dave's contest. Ryan took that personally, and Travis, he is trying to pull off the monumental upset on 4th of July weekend.
And not a lot of faith going into this for Ryan. Like you said, you pulled the office. Everybody was in for Dave. A few went with Ryan, but yeah, Ryan is going strong. Look at him gobble up the popcorn out of the bucket.
That's not the first stupid thing these two guys have tried to attack together outside of watching The Oath, which was probably the dumbest thing they've ever done. They did stay awake for 29 straight hours watching Star Wars. Both succeeded. Ryan did have to get up and leave the room a few times, but Dave powered through, proving the doubters wrong, and now it's Ryan's turn to play the Rocky underdog story. He's still working on that bucket of popcorn. The popcorn is what slowed Ryan down, and we knew that would be a factor.
Yeah, he hates popcorn, but Cinderella got the glass slipper on and is almost done with the popcorn.
Now, if that's the case, Ryan would just need to get through the Sour Patch Kids, but you and I don't know how much soda is in there. We've seen Ryan take more sips than Dave, but we don't know to what extent Dave has chugged that soda.
Yeah, I think the soda is pretty full. If you look, they've only took about 5-6 sips each. I don't think they're taking a lot, big, sips of it. So I still think they have a lot of soda. And Ryan, all he has to do is chug that soda once he finishes off the popcorn.
Ryan going with the pour into the jugular popcorn style. Dave going just one kernel at a time. Mixed it with the Sour Patch Kids. He's got to get moving. Ryan now starting to show signs of fatigue, Travis. He shook his head not once but twice, and I think Ryan's feeling it just a bit.
Yeah, we knew this would be a problem with Ryan once we got to the popcorn. That's why he saved it for last. Again, he hates popcorn. You save the thing you hate most last. And here we go.
Ryan,
how much is left?
He's got the popcorn. Ryan is now in the final stages. He's got to down the soda. He's got to eat the Sour Patch Kids. Dave has the two mixed. We can't see inside that popcorn bucket. I have no idea what Dave has left. Dave looking at the ground. He's got to start chugging that soda. Dave's struggling. He is struggling.
Yeah, Dave's on the mat right now. Took a few too many punches. He's on the mat. Can he get off the mat?
Ryan chewing. He's starting to feel it as well. Now, when you put multiple Sour Patch Kids in your mouth, the gums are going to get a little tired. This is after downing a pretzel. This is after downing nachos and popcorn. The jaw getting a little tight, I think, right now for Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan has not sat down, Dave. We've seen him sit down. I think sitting down really hurt Dave.
It seems to. Dave's still trying to get back in this as he goes to the popcorn chug. This is the Plan C diet binge. These two guys will be going on what they hope to be an incredible journey through the Plan Z diet after today, closing it out in style. Dave trying to get back in it, but right now, I think it's all Ryan. Dave's going to need a miracle. Ryan is going all in on the Sour Patch Kids. Can he get them all in? Yes, he can. Now he's got to swallow the Sour Patch Kids and go to the soda. Dave is yet to even finish the popcorn.
Dave shook it off. The jaw maybe a little bit tight from that pretzel. That's the right thing. You put the whole bag in your mouth, chew them up, and swallow them.
Let's see if Big Dave has one last gasp in him, or if Ryan is going to close the show in style. What is the... Oh, my God.
16 going after the one shirtless.
Unbelievable. And now, taunting.
Hey.
Dave can only hope that referee Aiden will step in and relieve him because Ryan is closing it out, going to the final few sips. He takes the shirt off, a la soccer style. He likes that sport. You see that time and time again, right? The victory goal, you rip the shirt off. Dave right now looking for answers. Ryan trying to finish out the sips. It's now all up to the referee, Aiden. Dave maybe throwing in the white flag. There's still more soda to be had, but I don't think Dave has a prayer at this stage. Aiden says there's more left.
A little bit down towards the bottom. There's a lot maybe of ice in there.
And it's over. Ryan, the upset. You called it. 16 versus the 1. No shirt on. Taunting Big Dave, who was still working on the popcorn and the Sour Patch Kid. Dave only managed to get through 2 food items. It was all Ryan and a landslide.
Yeah, Ryan had the right idea. He had multiple items going in at once. Dave took his time on each item. The pretzel is the reason why Dave lost his event. I think the pretzel got to him to start.
Aiden trying to get Ryan's shirt back the right way. Thank you, Aiden. Get that. I don't care, Ryan. Get that thing back on. That's going to close out the great movie eat-off on Dave and Ryan's movie review. Ryan takes home the gold. Let's recap the great movie Eat Off with the Plan Z Diet replay. I'm standing here with our winner, Ryan. Ryan, that was a hard-fought battle. You ate with a lot of ferocity early on. You were mixing it up, snack after snack, while Dave was focusing on just one item. Was that your game plan going into this?
I really didn't have a game plan going into this. I didn't want to do this in the first place. Dave twisted my arm into this, but yeah.
I know that it was hard for you to down the popcorn. Was that the most difficult aspect of this challenge?
Yeah, I don't like popcorn. I know Dave loves popcorn, but it was just so salty.
Now, I know that whoever won this battle got to pick what the other one has to watch and review. You've given that some thought. What movie are we going with?
I think I'm going to have him watch Troll 2.
Why?
Because it's a horrible movie, and it was filmed here in Utah.
Last question before I let you go. For all the little kids watching that inspire to grow up and be an ultimate eater and someone that pretty much just sits on their butt and watches movies all day while eating food, what would you tell those kids?
If you sit on your butt, even you can prevent forest fires.
There you have it. Our champion, the great movie eat-off. It's Ryan Piccolo downing Dave Hokanson in an epic battle. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as Ryan has. Good night.